Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new video. Today I've got a really cool video for you. I'll be continuing my car smart tech upgrade series. We'll be upgrading any car that doesn't have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay and making it smart thanks to the ATOTO P8 on-dash navigator. Now this unit includes everything you need to make your car smart, including a front and reverse camera and so much more. So I would say let's get right into the box and stay tuned after the intro. So let's get things started off with an unboxing. First of all, we can see here all the specs that the P8 offers, and I can't wait to try all of them out. Kicking things off, we get manual and warranty, the unit itself, which is packaged very nicely in this matte sort of wrapping. We have our dash cam. Here we have our reversing camera with a very long extension cord, which is pretty good. We have some mounting accessories. We have the remote control, which you can magnetically attach and mount to your steering wheel if you like, or put it somewhere else. Mounting bracket, aux cable, the USB-C for the front and rear cameras, so they pop into there and you can just hook one USB-C cable up to unit. And some more cable management equipment and a mounting plate for the dashboard, as well as the dashboard suction cup that you can also put onto the window. We have the 12-volt adapter, which is pretty cool since there's only one cord that goes into the unit. And looking at the unit, we can already have a look. Here we see on the back that one cord, and on the front we have the QLED screen, which is in this very nice frosted matte finish. On the back is where, of course, our cameras connect. We have the light sensor and a micro SD card slot. So let's install our micro SD card for the dashcam. Now we can get started with mounting the actual unit. So there's different ways to do it, and let's just go ahead. Alright, and we're at the car and it's time to get the unit installed. So I'd say let's head inside and install the unit. Alright, transition. Everything that is needed for the install is laid out here on the dashboard. It looks quite like a lot, but it should be perfectly fine as the install is quite straightforward. Right, so starting things off, we need the little sticky pad, which is used to use this little mount that we can then attach to the dashboard. So I hope this surface is compatible with this, because I've had it in the past where things didn't like to stick to it. And once you've found a spot that you like, so I think around about here looks quite good, it doesn't block too much off the view, and try and remember where this little mount goes. Suction that in place. We got our adjustments here, so we can bring it a bit more forward if we want. And then we can already connect the screen to the mount. Like so, and there we go, we've got it installed on the dashboard. That is pretty nice actually, looks very official. Okay, then next things that are left is actually connecting everything up. So for that we will need the 12-volt cigarette adapter. So this one's also pretty cool because on this unit all that goes to the device is one really big cable, and here on the back we've got two USB ports, one for wired Android Auto or MP3 and one just to charge, so that's pretty cool. So you also have the option of using wired or wireless, and this we simply want to put into our 12-volt adapter here. Then we can do a little bit of cable management here, and then what we can do is take our aux cable, plug in the angled side into the aux out connector here on the charging plug, and connect the other end to the aux port of the car. And then we can take that cable from the charger and connect it to the screen. Just have to watch out for the correct orientation here. There we go. And we can put it back on its stand. Some cable management to be done, of course. And installing the dash cam, we can attach it to the back of our mirror. Something like that should be alright. Angle it in the correct position, and we can hide the cable here in the headlining. Then we can connect the extension cord like so and continue hiding that away up top here. So in the box we have these little adhesive sticks, so I'm just going to use one of these and stick the reversing camera round about the center of the back here. Alright, now we've got everything set up. We've got the dashcam installed, we've got the reverse camera installed, and I think all that's left to do now is turn the car on. And we can already see the unit is starting up, which is really cool. And here we would have it. So the unit is already there. I installed the SD card earlier, as we saw together, and it's asking us to format it. So let's just go ahead and format the SD card. And what we can also do now is set the audio output. So we want to turn that guy on and select the aux cable, which we just connected. And we can already get started by connecting Android Auto. So to do that, we can go into our phone, onto the Bluetooth settings, pair a new device, and here we already have it, the ATOTO. So we will just go ahead and connect that. And we are already connected. So what else we can now try out is the camera. So we have the blinking camera symbol here. So let's just go ahead and go there. And we can already see our dash cam is set up here on the front. So I can see here it's nice and ready. We can just adjust the angle of this a tiny bit to get a little bit better shot, like so. So we've got our dash cam, we can tap on the screen, and we can also change the camera output. So we can change it to the reverse camera. So here we've got the view of the reversing camera we just installed, and we can toggle back and forth very nicely. We can also change the layout. So for example, if we want a side by side, we can now see the front and the back being recorded at the same time. And we can also go ahead and add some lines. So if we would have this installed by the number plate, this will probably be a bit more useful. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, so we just have the normal view. And that would be the dashcam feature of it. Going back into the main menu, we can now go ahead and set up Android Auto. And after we've connected our Bluetooth, we can go in here and select Android Auto. To continue, select Android Auto on your car screen. Right, and now we've got Android Auto, so we can continue on the ATOTO screen. Once I press continue there, it should launch into Android Auto. Okay, it's wirelessly connected, so I can put my phone away. And we are immediately launched into Google Maps and Android Auto, which is looking absolutely fantastic on this screen. We can go here and open up our Spotify to start playing some music, which is very nice. And also we can go back into the app overview screen. Actually, this is really nice. And look through all of our apps, like so. We can exit back into the ATOTO screen and go back onto our home screen, which is very nice. And yeah, I think I just try it out now, and then I'll record a bit later on. Alright, and now let's take a look at the computer at the video recording of the front and rear dash cams. So connecting the microSD card, we get this new drive here. It's called Star, which is quite interesting. Inside we've got a few folders, so we've got Event, Normal, Parking and Photo. Event would be if the sensor would be going off. Normal would be what's just recorded every day, so from our driving. So we've got two folders here now as well. So we've got the front and the rear camera. And if we go in one of these folders, we have a ton of videos. So here it started recording before I had the date and time set. Same here. And here are all the videos that have been recorded once I have set the time. So I'd say let's just pop open one of these videos and check out the quality. Right, so this would be the video quality of the front camera. For dashcam, it does look quite good. Let's see if I can find a video of me driving. There we go, we've got some driving footage here. And as we can see, it does look quite clear even though it's being upscaled to a larger screen. Coming up to this roundabout right now. Let's just quickly pause it and see how that looks. So we can recognize signs, text is a little bit hard to read. But overall, I think for an included dashcam, the quality is quite nice. Let's take a look at the video quality from the rear camera. So let's just remember the time. So this would be the rear camera, and To be honest, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, the sky is a little bit blown out, which is unfortunate, but this isn't really a HDR camera, so I mean, that's quite alright. You can see details are quite clear, considering it is behind the back window, and the quality also looks really nice and decent. And I also did take a picture when I was testing the quality out earlier, so we've got the photo folder here. And let's just check that out. So it takes simultaneous photos front and rear, which is quite cool. So let's take a look at the front photos. Alright, this looks pretty much like a screenshot from the video. Text does look actually a little bit clearer than on the video, which is quite nice. We can recognize some more details, although there is quite a lot of chromatic aberration on the video in general. But for the dashcam, that is perfectly fine. Let's take a look at the rear camera picture as well. And yeah, to be honest, I have not really much to complain about it. Only thing, yeah, as I previously mentioned, the sky is a little bit blown out. I wish there was some bit more HDR there and a little bit less chromatic aberration. So these like red things here, all of that kind of stuff. But other than that, I think it looks quite solid. And now we're back in the car, and what I also want to try out is how does the video performance of the dash cams work at night, and also we can try out the light sensor and see how well the screen adjusts. And also a quick note, we can also test how quickly the unit boots up, which is around about 10 seconds, which is super quick. It is running a Linux system, which makes everything very snappy. And wow, it adjusted immediately, that's really cool. Let's check out the dash cam front view, and that actually already looks quite decent for a nighttime video. So that's what I can see, that's what the camera sees. And taking a look at the night footage, we can see here both the front and back camera views. And yeah, being nighttime, it is really dark and you can't really see much. The front view is really helped out by the car headlights, but the back camera struggles to record video in the dark. So here I'm on this country lane, and yeah, you can really tell the road thanks to the headlights, but as soon as a car passes here on the back camera, yeah, it disappears into the void. And using our remote control, we can easily install it either on the steering wheel or anywhere in the car using a magnet, and once it's installed, it's immediately usable. Next, we can try out Apple CarPlay, and this is really cool because we simply need to pair our phone via Bluetooth, select Use CarPlay, and we're pretty much ready to go and boot right into Apple CarPlay. So taking a look here at Apple CarPlay, I've been able to test it out a bit, and it works surprisingly smooth. Just like Android Auto, you can use all of your CarPlay apps, you can use maps, messages, listen to music via Spotify, and pretty much everything you're used to and familiar with Apple CarPlay and why you love it so much. What's also really cool is that you of course get all your settings, so you can really customize how your CarPlay looks, and overall it works really well. Taking a look at the settings app, here we get a little overview of all the things we can adjust. First thing being the language, it comes in all different kinds of languages. We can also go ahead and change the display's wallpaper by going here, and it comes with an amount of predefined wallpapers we can choose, all looking very nice and CarPlay inspired, which is very beautiful, and there's a large variety to choose from. Other than that, we can change the time and date very easily here with a nice date picker, and we can also go ahead and change the audio settings for when you're taking a call to output the hands-free audio via the aux or FM transmitter. We can also change the driver's seat position, which will rearrange the shortcut icons. In the camera settings, we can change the guidelines, we can mirror them, and we can also change how long the video loop should be, and also we can enable the parking mode or the G-sensor sensitivity. So what are my final thoughts? Overall, I've been really enjoying the ATOTO unit, and if you like the look of this, you can pick up your ATOTO with a 6% discount using the code here. The link of course is in the description below, and overall I think, yeah, this unit is really cool. I've been really enjoying using Android Auto on it. My favorite way of connecting it is via the USB cable, and everything overall is really snappy. The sound quality is good. I've been using BBC Sounds to listen to radio on it. I've been using Waze for navigation, and all of these apps work really well. And you can exit out to the main screen and check out the Dashcam as well as the reverse camera. And the whole UI is just super quick and nothing is lagging or feeling slow, which is just absolutely great. You can also use the little cable management sticky tape that comes with it to hide the cables, and overall it looks really professional and makes a very clean install. And with that, I would say thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.